Hello there everyone. Today I want to show you how to make this macrame bracelet. This is known as the corset stitch. I'll show you a bit up close. This is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's a really nice effect it has. So if you want to learn how to make this, then keep watching. Now these are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need whatever cord you decide to use. In this case I'm using some satin cord. You need a scissor to cut the cord, and then you obviously need your beads. Again, whatever beads you choose to use. This is just some glass beads, and then just some glue to finish off your bracelet. So get all your things together and then let's get started. Now I've already set up my macrame board, which is what I'm using in this case. If you have one, by all means use it, it's brilliant. If not, just use some tape or some pins. I've put the holding cord onto the macrame board and I've threaded on the beads. This can be whatever beads you want to use, it doesn't matter. So I've threaded them on, push them all the way to the bottom, and then I get my first cord ready. And you find about the middle, and you just want to hold on to that. The length of this cord, it all depends on the size of your beads, the size of your cord, how long you want the bracelet, so it's a bit hard to say a specific length. All I say normally is, a general rule is you wrap it around your wrist 3 times and add a bit, and if you're in doubt, always just have a bit extra rather than too little, because you don't want to run out. So you have the middle of that cord. You feed an end underneath your holding cord and have the middle placed right behind the holding cord. And then to fasten your working cord to your holding cord, all you want to do is just make a square knot. There you go. And you just push it up a bit to the top. You now get your second cord out. In my case this is a different colour. You can use different colours, you don't have to, you can use all the same colour, it doesn't really matter. That's completely up to you, your own design. So do the same thing. Place the middle underneath the holding cord. Make a square knot, simple square knot, just to fasten it to the cord so you can start working with them. Push that up underneath the other one so they're right next to each other, and then get your last cord if you're using 3 and do exactly the same thing. Now what I'm going to do in this tutorial, I'm not going to show you the full bracelet, how to make that. I'm just going to show you how to do the technique, because I've already done other videos where I finish off the bracelets and things you can do, so I'm just going to show you so you can learn the technique. You fasten that and push it all the way up underneath the others. So you now have all your cords coming out to the sides, like this. Should look something like this. And then you want to start off actually making the bracelet. Now first I like to just make a part with a few more knots. So what you want to do is get the top 2 cords from the very first knot you made, bring them down above the other cords that's laying out to the sides, and then just make another square knot on your holding cord. And as you're pulling it tight, it's going to fall right below the other knots. And just finish that square knot off. Tighten that. Lay them out to the side. Take the very next top one, that is now in my case the coloured one. Also bring them down but above your other working cords. Make another square knot with that. Right below the other knots. And then you do the exact same thing with the last one. Make sure to grab the right cords. In which case, sometimes it can then be easy to work with different colours. It'll be easy to tell them apart. There you go. Now that's the beginning of your bracelet. Now I want to start adding in the beads. So I've already threaded them all onto my cord, my holding cord. So you push the first one right up underneath the knots you've made. And you want to basically do the same thing now, you're just incorporating the beads. So you grab your two very top cords again, bring them down above the other cords, and make a square knot. And this time it's going to come right below the bead. So you're basically caging in the bead, so that's not going to go anywhere. There you go. That's your first one. Now, instead of just continuing with your cords, you want to move up the very next bead. So you only have one knot in between the beads. You then go back and grab your next two top cords, bring them all the way down above the other ones, and make a square knot underneath that bead. So now you're caging in that bead. There you go. Bring up the next bead. Go back to your very two top cords. Bring them down, make a square knot. And there you go. Bring up the next bead. Continue. Always grab the top two cords. And you can see now, each cord is going to be skipping over 3 beads. And that's what's going to give that corset effect at the end. Oh, I already did that. Bring up the next bead. The next top cords. Remember, always bring them above the other cords. Next bead. So that's how simple it is. And it's really quick as well. It's not going to take you long to do a bracelet like this. Or even a necklace, you can make it really long and turn it into a necklace. Because then when it hangs in the shape, it creates a really nice effect. Next bead, we're almost at the end. And I'll just take it off and show you the effect of it. And the very last one. Would help if you could see something. There you go. And then at the end, to finish it off, you want to make it look like you did right at the beginning. So you want to repeat this part at the bottom. All you do is continue the exact same way, except you leave out the beads. So back to the top ones, bring them down, make a square knot, tighten that underneath the other knot. Bring down the next one. And then another one. and so on until you feel like it looks the same as up here. And then obviously you just put glue on the back side, cut the cords off. I won't show you how to do that, I'm sure you can figure that out. Otherwise I've got other videos where I show how to finish off bracelets. So now taking it off, and this is what it looks like when it's flat, but remember, whether you're making a bracelet or even a necklace, it's going to end up curving. So what will happen when you do that is it'll give you this really nice effect. If you put that on, you can see a really nice effect that it gives. And from the side, it will make like a really nice pattern. So that's what's known as a corset stitch. That's how simple it is, and it's really quick to make. So please feel free to give that a go yourself, and I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.